doing financially well. Like,
Yeah.
you'd think they would care about that. That you'd think they would care about a bottom line, but they don't.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or they can't see it. It's amazing.
No. So, yeah. So anyway, I mean, the governor of California has to give children in California free school lunch. The governor of Arizona has to give the children free school lunch. The governor of New York has to do the same. You know, you have to do it in everywhere the Democrats are in charge. That's my feeling about it. Because Democrats have to show they're actually they will give out change to the citizens. You know. So
I tell you what, if Marjorie Taylor Greene keeps talking her shit where she wants to cut off the state of New York financially for our legal choices.
Financially, I mean, who is? I mean,
are they going to play that game?
We'll be able to fund every social program we want.
So let's see the state like California just say, well, we're not going to input our taxes into the United States anymore and see how it affects us.
Yep.
You know.
Yeah, we'll keep our money. We're happy. We're fine.
Well, the other one was the Kash Patel. Is he the FBI guy? Whoever it was put out a list of cities that they were going to be targeting. I guess that's the best way to put it, because they're sanctuary cities. And no sooner had people started reporting that list was out there, and guess what? You go to the link and the list is gone. They've already removed it.
Really?
Yeah, I tried to look at it. Nope, gone. Can't look at that list.
Wonder why they took them down. Were they trying to hide their intentions, or did they just change their strategy?
I don't know.
John's looking for a backup set of headphones.
I saw that.
Well,
are you hearing us, John?
In my ears. Huh?
Okay. You're not hearing me? You're not hearing me?
Yes, I can hear you.
He can hear you. It's just it's painful for his ears.
It's painful. It's painful.
Oh, they're too loud?
No,
they're too big for your ears?
It's physically painful because he doesn't have any cushion on the end of the ear things.
Oh, I get it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
My dogs did that. Hello, Roman.
Hello, John. Hello, everybody.
How are you doing today, sir?
I'm all right. Pretty happy with what happened to Russia. And, you know, we all... Yeah.
Did you see what they did with the containers?
Yeah, I did. It's pretty amazing. You know, sometimes I'm being surprised with our capabilities. So,
yes,
yeah,
it's amazing.
They destroy 30%
under the table.
So they destroy 30% of the strategic long-range bomber aviation, and Russia is used to be using those to conduct the strikes on civilians with the heavy rockets, with the warheads about 1 ton of explosives. Yeah, and the thing, we all gonna die. You know, I've seen a lot such of rhetoric from the Russian officials. I even saw some kind of this rhetoric from our officials in the early 90s. But I never seen an American official talking like that to his own constituents.
We're all gonna die.
Well, on a cemetery
for then? Hell, we're all gonna die.
Yeah.
If that's the case, why don't we party, baby?
Yeah.
At the door to
another thing,
trying to kill each other beforehand.
But why do you need tax cuts? Because you're all gonna die. You don't need the money. You don't need the tax cuts, okay? Because you're all gonna die.
All gonna die.
You need nothing.
Hey, I want to thank Victoria LP82 who came in with a $2 donation and said, "I want to challenge Joni to a duel."
Before the Human Kite Netflix series,
TBH.
That doesn't make any sense.
Is that the woman? Is that her name?
Super Greg in the second
the one who
Joni
said that?
That'd be
Joni Ernst.
Yeah,
Joni Ernst. Yeah.
pretty DC Comics of us. I wouldn't recommend it.
From Iowa.
But Lord,
Did you
please
see
have
how
a seat.
disgusting,
Sorry, guys,
evil
can I have a
she
moment
looked
with
like?
my
She
Lord,
looked like the
please?
school,
Sure
the
They're
schoolyard
under a lot
bully.
of pressure, buddy. There.
Yeah.
What is that?
Hey, come on, fast pass.
God damn it.
Right behind you, mosquito.
All sorts of
Wait,
neat
what
things. I don't know. I hope my dog didn't bite into anything else, but there's something not right.
You need to go to the dentist and pull out every one of the teeth of that dog.
Yeah.
Pull out all the teeth. Yeah. Make him eat soup from
Which
now on.
dog?
Yeah.
Irina, there is an old set sitting around. I didn't notice it until I turned on the music in the blue room before the show and put my earphones in to make sure that music was playing, and that's when I found out. So
Yeah, the music
the
was
show
really
must
good.
Go on. The old adage of the show must go on. But yeah, I'm looking around here thinking there's another set here somewhere.
Load of people.
You want to leave them loose? We could just shout at you if you want.
Like a load of
hand signals probably be better.
I don't
Yeah.
think it was the
We'll
CIA.
Sign
just do it by
language?
sign
No, they
language.
did LSD tests.
Hey,
the
listen,
CIA
sign
did.
language is an
CIA
awesome
did.
idea because Alexa and a lot of listening devices
New kid,
can't
not,
see
you're
you
not gonna
doing
go
it.
sad puppy.
They used
Nobody
soldiers.
gets-
You can get video of
I was thinking,
volunteer
John, do you have
soldiers
a?
who took
Are
LSD.
you gonna do?
They
Are you
filmed
gonna
them
You
have
think
bring?
that just
These
because
guys
you had to live through your
kind
dad
of
fucking your mom, you should get all the sympathy in the world, don't you?
freaking out a little bit about they don't know what they're seeing.
I'm sorry.
They're
I didn't mean to bring
hallucinating
that
and
in.
whatnot. Because this
All right, fine. If you were going to add another class, what would it be?
Gulf Coast or on the Atlantic coast, who rely on predictions coming from the Hurricane Center. You know, how to track them little things, where they're going, what they're going to do, shit like that.
Everybody's
But,
going to have to be relying on themselves and their neighbors a lot more than normal.
And then
Stock
when
up
it
on
does
your
hit,
supplies.
don't be looking
Keep
for
got
FEMA.
water.
So yeah,
Yeah,
what
don't
an amazing
be
moment for
looking
you.
for
You must
FEMA.
be excited.
Yeah. FEMA's not going to be
Couple
around.
gallons of water for
evidently.
every
Got
person.
plans for that too.
Make sure you're stocked up on medication too, especially for your pets, stuff like that. These are all things that you might not catch
Yeah,
at the
this
last
ain't my
second.
first rodeo. I've been through storms down here on the Gulf
Sense
Coast
of urgency
all my
is
life.
also an important trait for superheroes.
Yep, you got a stocked
No.
pantry, I bet.
I'm not staying in this house. No,
Psychic.
not if we get a hurricane. I'm
Gadgeteer.
not staying in this house. I'll be on my property, but not in this building.
Oh, a gadgeteer, like Tupperware. Are you rich
I
too?
don't trust it in a stiff breeze hardly.
Okay, but if
Dog
you're gonna
it.
be triple class, then we have to change your backstory. It is pretty dumb.
Oh man,
Let's go
y'all
back in
don't
time
know.
again. Back to when you were just a child.
Well, don't y'all
Couldn't
talk
sleep
now.
Sorry.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay, okay.
shit.
Roman,
Walk to the mirror.
I
tell
just-
me about
Yes.
what's going on now. What are you doing to Russia? Are you still shelling them tonight, or was that?
No,
just,
they well,
know-
actually, they were showing us last night and tonight. It was harder last
Oh, yeah.
night, but it's kind of, I heard a couple
They're
of
probably
shaheads
pissed
from my
off.
city. Yeah, I just, it's interesting situation, like referring to those strikes. The Taco president didn't say anything about it. So he,
Taco president kept his mouth shut. Yeah.
he's
Why hasn't he
They were
said
kept
anything?
out of the loop.
been silent
Zelensky
for so long.
intentionally kept the United States out of the loop on that attack, and that seems like a strategy they might hold to going forward.
Yes,
Yeah.
I mean,
I heard
it-
a-
good
No,
reason.
I don't.
I heard a
Let's face
Taco
it, do you trust
president.
anybody in the Trump administration at all with
Nope.
national secrets?
Nope.
No, I don't. Not
No,
a
but-
stinking one of them.
Taco
They're
was
all
so
willing
sad.
to throw
out.
this
Operation like
democracy
this.
into the
This was-
hellhole.
This one
But
they had to be
President-
planning for a while. Like, there was no way this was a last minute thing. They had to like smuggle a whole bunch of container trucks into Russia, and the container trucks, they got in there loaded with drones and retractable roofs, and then they
Yeah.
just opened them up and sent them on their targets. Wait,
It's also,
good
yeah,
for
it's a
Ukraine, but
huge,
that's a scary thing to think about.
it's huge reputational damage to the Russian intelligence, as well as a huge damage to the Russian
Yeah,
striking capabilities.
because
And
Russia didn't pick
I
it
brought
up.
it up. I brought it up about
Oh, yeah.
Taco being silent because his dear Daddy Vladdy reputation got damaged so hard. He needs to combat it somehow. And in what time is it over there in the United States? It's evening.
No,
I
but
assume.
Roman, listen to me. Listen
Yeah.
to me. I'm sure Taco, Mr. Trump Taco, was so sad when he heard about the attacks on Russia that he called, especially after Russia lost $7 billion worth of equipment, that he probably sent him a love letter where he wrote,
Yeah,
"I'm sorry
I'm sure.
for your loss."
Had some problems with
Yeah.
some bridges too, I understand.
Yeah, the bridges, they're not that. The cement in Russia is not that very good because it doesn't even
Goddamn.
hold up. No.
Not doing
No,
too
no,
good
no.
with the bridge thing. Dark Brandon, how are you doing, sir?
I'm fine. How's it going?
Hello, are you
Been a
are you
while.
dying? Are you-
No, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes, can hear you
I can
fine.
hear you fine. Are you dying along with the rest of us?
Yeah, we're just we're doing the last show because we're all dying.
About the
so,
Russia thing.
yeah.
No, I ain't got. I mean, I ain't got no healthcare in myself, so I mean, I'm gonna wind up dying soon. Anyway.
Yeah.
Sometime
That's why
in
we're
those
doing
4
a lot.
years, because there's liable to be some
Just
kind
not
of fucking-
today, brother. You know,
We're doing a
Don't
little
make it
party
not
before.
today.
Stubborn ones
having
never
the-
die.
liable to be another damn pandemic there under this dumbass. And
Yeah,
his
but I
brainworm
mean-
fucking his brainworm the health and human services director.
Oh yeah. You know, but the bleach
Got a
thing
bug
that
in
helps
my
people
ear.
die.
And one in my brain.
You need to swim in the shit while you're drinking the bleach, and then they're like the opposing forces will keep you healthy.
Yeah. You know, if you have
Big
COVID,
insane people. Our health and human services head is swimming in shit, and he's like, "This is great."
Yeah, his
Guarantee
little
you,
report that he put out isn't holding up too well. Seems they just I don't know, got AI to write a bunch of bullshit for them. Figured it would pass, and once they went to looking into it, they're finding out, hey, these studies that they quote don't exist. These quotes from medical journalists aren't there. It's just bullshit they made up, which is a pretty good metaphor for what the fuck Trump's doing all over the government. They're just making shit up as they go along. You know, things are going great. We're doing fine. We're going to have a talk with Z any day now. Yep, Trump's going to talk to Z on the phone. No, he's not. No, he's not. President Z don't want nothing to do with his ass. And he keeps spouting shit out like that, because, well, let's face it. His constituents, his maggots, they don't really give a shit with whether or not something is true. If it sounds good, well, shit, just say it. And that's what we're faced with.
Yeah, they just think with short slogans.
Yeah, it's a slogan, it's a flag. You know, it's anything to make it's a bumper sticker. You know, anything to make them look like redneck, good God-fearing, blood American. You know, while they shit on their fellow Americans, while they turn their back on people. I don't think that's what this country was founded on. Well, we improved since the founding, and that's the exact point of the matter. That we've spent 250 years trying to live up to a document that was signed 250 years ago. And we're still working on it.
United we
But
stand.
the fight goes on.
Divided,
Baby.
you know.
Yeah, I heard y'all talking about the Russia thing. My understanding was that they had put them in the tops of trucks that were being driven by Russians back into Russia.
Oh,
That's
no,
epic.
I didn't get that
Yeah,
deep into it.
there's allegations. We will never find the details. I mean, we will find the details sometime later, but not right now. Anyways, it was pretty brilliant to have
That's
this
exactly
30%.
right, Albert.
Yeah,
They just
I
expect
mean,
us to look up and look at the
I kind of
clouds.
buy that they put them in trucks that were being driven back into Russia by Russians because they got so far. They got about 2,000 miles into Russia before they sent the signal for the drones to come out.
Well, it's another funny thing, like, because Ukrainians can infiltrate into Russia easily, I can simulate a Russian accent, like, with no problem. Like anybody of us in our country. It's another Russian myth that they present Russian language over here.
Putin has the support of as much of the Russian people as he claims to have.
Well, unfortunately, I would say he does. At least 2/3 of Russian, I think, support him because
It's an authoritarian.
he wouldn't be able to conscript as much soldiers if there were no support for him. And yeah,
If there was an organized
Jedi
support
don't
against
be
him,
saying
that would work. But there hasn't been able to be materialized because as soon as it starts off, everybody's arrested for so much as a blank piece of paper.
So you don't put that room in my head.
Damn.
What are you? Can you hear us, John?
Yes, I can hear you. I was just reading one of the comments. And,
Oh, really? I just saw that Pope Leo the 14th is going to visit the United States on June the 14th.
No.
Isn't that true?
More? Okay.
I thought feminine-looking guys went out of style in the 80s, but the new kid's pulling it off. You're sure one of the Freedom Pals wants to meet with us? Yeah, his text said it was very urgent. Yeah, but why would the Freedom Pals want to talk to us? Unless this is some kind of trap. Relax, coon friends. I didn't come to fight. Hello, Toolshed. Long time no see. Toolshed is a Gadgeteer-class visionary archetype. And a butt-fucking traitor. Just listen to me. I understand that the new kid helped take my dad's keys last night. New kid, I don't know why you were looking out for my dad, but I owe you one. That's all I came to say. You might be in the wrong franchise, but if you ever need help, I'll return the favor. You think the new kid fucking cares about you? You belong to a loser, zero-income franchise that's run by a douchebag in a wheelchair.
At least he's not a fat little phone stealer.
Oh, not him again. Timmy! You call us losers when the only way you can get a lead is to steal it? Where is Dr. Timothy's phone? Sorry, Freedom Pussies. That info is classified. You guys need to stop investigating the Chamber of Commerce and leave it to the professional superheroes. Oh yeah, you guys are the professional superheroes. It just
hold
so
on to your
happens,
britches.
Mysterion,
It's going to
that
be an
we
hour
already
long.
have a connection with
Wada
Netflix.
wada.
No, you don't.
You know,
Yes,
just
we do.
everything pulling
We're
out of
just
his
about to
ass
get
how
the
great he
Humankind Netflix
is,
series
how
off the
great
ground,
everything
so-
he does is. That he walks on
No,
water, whatever
no,
the fuck.
stop it.
Because
Stop,
his
stop
little
it,
maggots
Timmy.
will eat that
He's
shit
trying
up.
to rape my mind.
That's right. Trump is a dick. I see it right there.
They don't have
Just
a connection
reading.
at Netflix.
Freedom Pals just raped my
Headline.
mind, you guys. Let's get these pedophiles. Coon and Friends assemble. Freedom Pals unite. Civil War II's going
A
down.
dick is gonna piss on everybody, okay?
And he will.
Yeah.
And that's,
Right.
He's already-
that's the lesson that the maggots are going to have to learn. That when he starts pissing on everybody, he means everybody. It's
Yeah.
not like there's any delinear between
Give up before you embarrass
whether
yourself.
you're a Republican or a Democrat, how this
Have
is
a
going
really
to
good
squeeze
feeling
us.
about this, guys.
How this whole damn big beautiful bill and everything else that he's doing is screwing up the economy. Prices are going up. Everything's going up, baby. You know, and it doesn't matter if you're a Republican or a Democrat. You're going to pay the same amount. Yeah, he
Yeah,
wants
but
big
well
people
done
white.
to Ukraine for
Good
doing real damage to Russia. That's all I'm going to say. You know, well done.
Yeah, finally. Been waiting for that for long.
Yeah,
I was, yeah.
yeah. We have to be happy over the good news we have.
I did not see any GOP senators condemnating this action from us. And Checkers
Why?
really silent. Huh?
You're not going to hear it from the right. I don't know what
Okay, look, if
became,
you're not sure
what
what to do,
happened
just
to
hit
the
something as hard as you
Republican
can.
Party. You know, because like I say, I grew up with them just pumping the flag, patriotic life,
drive
liberty,
for sandwich, coon.
freedom, all that shit. And they supported it
Every
around
tool
the
has
world.
its place in the fight for freedom.
Even the last guy that was in office increased NATO by 2 countries. What happened when Donnie came in? Kicked over everything. You think we got support around the world? We do as people, as American citizens, but our government? Fuck no. Fuck no. There's no clamoring to make deals with Donnie.
Captain Guy meeting. Prepare
In 4
The world is
months.
sitting back and watching what's happening in the United States.
Yeah. No, I mean, like, I just trying to say that I didn't see any condemnations from the GOP senators of that. You know, I take it as a
No.
positive sign. I take it
No,
as a
they
positive.
all. I mean,
I saw
a lot of people on the Republican side actually congratulated Ukraine. With,
And another
with,
interesting thing that I noticed, I saw Lindsey Graham put in a like to what he did. And the parts on Elon Musk.
Lindsey Graham used to be a whole lot different than he is pre-Trump days.
Yeah.
Lindsey Graham was, yeah.
He said this nice thing, and another funny thing that I noticed on the Elon Musk's X, that the propaganda bots that actually spreads Russian propaganda around, they started to attack him. It's interesting to see. maybe I don't know. Maybe my wishful thinking. Maybe we're really witnessing the crack inside the chip.
I'm just gonna interrupt you. You
I
got
don't know.
a troll in
Lindsey
the... Next chick, are you watching? You have a troll in the comment section. Somebody called Jedi is making a lot of problems.
Surprises Tupperware, and perhaps a few leftovers.
He's just asking questions.
No.
He just, I don't know, good riddance. That was the last thing he wrote. I don't understand.
Let's be hopeful and say, hope he was talking about the Russian bomber.
It looks like he's telling us to get lost. It's like directed to us. That's how I feel.
Okay, but let's just keep the conversation going and not worry about the chat.
Yeah. No.
Anyway, Ed. I haven't seen Ed in a while. Let's bring Ed up here. Ed? Ed, how are you doing?
I'm fine, John. Can you hear me?
Yes, I hear you just fine, Ed. Thanks for coming in.
Well, work has been a lot and everything. Of course, we're slowing down the slow season with conventions and meetings. I didn't know if I told you this, John, but a couple of months back, we had the Heritage Foundation at our hotel.
Oh, really?
Yes, and to add more salt to the wound, Rob Schneider and Megan Kelly were there.
Watch me.
Oh, that just rounded out the crowd, didn't it?
Watch me.
Yes, that's like pouring iodine salt into a gash. We're talking a deep gash wound. And it's just I had to work, I had to grin and bear it. Unfortunately, I had to see all those banners of all the proud moments that the Heritage Freedom Fighters worker thing is. It's just a lot of junk. Because this truth is, John, Trump is not God. He is not God.
Dare you say?
If he were God,
dare you say?
Could have fooled me.
No, if he were God, he would have stopped the wars in Ukraine and the Middle East, but no. It's just he is the real.
Oh, he's going to do that on day one.
I'm still saying he's the Antichrist. All I do is, of course, every time when I think of Trump, I just scream eternally.
Impressive, Tupperware. Most impressive.
Well, a lot of people know my religious beliefs, but if there was anybody in our history that I would think is the Antichrist, that's him. That's Trump. I mean, look at how many preachers got behind him, laid hands on him, prayed with him, praised him. Are you shitting me? Are you shitting me?
Exactly.
Not to mention what he's done as president, but just look at his freaking history, his past, tell me that's Jesus? Are you shitting me? Come on, man.
He has a revenge towards John. He has a revenge tour. And I'm planning to.
Oh, that's what he is this time out. Oh, baby. And he's reaching down anybody that had anything to do with him.
John, you remember my first my paper on worshiping a false idol? I'm writing another paper entitled "Why." You'll keep your ears to the ground, and you'll be hearing it, everybody. But anyway, I want to say hello to everybody in the room. How's everybody?
Talking to y'all.
Hi.
Captain Diabetes is cool.
And of course, I don't go into Alex Jones because I don't know what Alex Jones is doing. And John, when I say Alex Jones, you know to press the button.
I need you to shut the fuck up, bitch. Shut the fuck up, bitch. Shut the fuck up, bitch. Shut the fuck up, bitch.
You fucking coons, you answer to his friends, right, guys?
Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up.
But I will say this, John, you did hear that Chris Lee guy is being pardoned. And they're talking about that, and apparently Trump is going to approve, but still, you won't pardon the other guy who was falsely arrested and in El Salvador in prison. No,
yeah,
you're just thinking about rich white people. You're just he's just thinking about big.
And he's already thinking about pardoning P. Diddy, and we haven't even got done with the trial.
Yeah,
P. Diddy was on his show. I'm just saying. Whether you're
did it,
guilty
yeah.
or not is not a question in Trump's mind. Can you do something for me? That's in his mind. What do I get out of this?
Well, he did
get something.
He did have a gun charge back 25 years ago when in a nightclub in New York, and apparently that got thrown out the window.
Let me tell you one thing. If Petty isn't he a pedophile? Raping children and stuff. I wouldn't be surprised if Trump gave him a pardon, because Trump used to be Jeffrey Epstein's best friend. I mean, Trump used to go to Lolita Island.
Are you suggesting, sir, that our president may have engaged in improper activity
still,
with?
He gets away with it.
Oh yeah, I am saying that, John. So I am.
Yep.
So one pedophile is looking after the other. That's how it is.
I am out of fucking.
Yeah.
Way to use your head. Next time, try putting a little.
He bought the Miss Universe pageant so he could go down and walk in on.
Well, that's where it
16-year-old
started.
girl.
1987, when he went over there with the pageant, and
yeah, and he had
yes,
some of
that's
them
when
piss
the
on
PP
him.
tape was made. I don't know.
Oh yeah, no. Sorry, he didn't have a golden shower.
You want to add something?
Trump
believes that
will
Biden
live forever.
is a robot.
Yeah.
It's go time, but
Now Trump said Biden is a robot. I don't know. His brain is going. I'm talking about Trump's brain, and yet still, his fans
Joe
still cling
Biden
to the.
did more for this country.
On John Biden,
Joe
Joe
Biden. He's a
Biden.
robot. He's thinking
Yeah,
he's
but
a
I have-
robot.
Who's a robot?
Trump thinks Biden is a robot.
I mean, Trump can think whatever the fuck he wants. He's an idiot.
And he does. And he
Yeah,
does. The
Bill
problem
Clinton.
is, he spouts shit out of his mouth, and then his followers believe that
Yeah,
shit.
but Bill, I have
So-
one more. I have one thing to say. Bill Clinton came out today and did an interview, and he was asked about Biden, and he said Biden was on top of the game. Biden was reading security briefings every day. He understood what was in them. Bill Clinton had never seen anything that indicated to him that Biden had any dementia. So shut the fuck up, everybody. Biden does not have dementia. He's got cancer, and that's it. Don't piss on our former president. Biden did a lot of good stuff for this country. Yeah, I'm so pissed off at all these guys. Biden was great.
In 10 years, Biden lost his son Bo. Have some respect for his family.
Yeah. Fuck, I'm
No,
so
they don't have
pissed.
that. They don't have that. They don't have
No, they
respect.
don't.
They don't
No,
have
they don't.
honor. They don't have any of that shit anymore.
No, they
Because
don't.
their glorious
You know how to
leader
take a
does it.
hit,
And as
right?
long as their glorious leader does it, they figure, well, that's the way we're going to roll.
They're God, John.
Yeah.
They're God. Just call it their God. Their own God. That's what they want to say.
Click a like on John's channel if
You
you
know,
like
that's what
Joe
they
Biden.
treat him as, his hardcore maggot leaders.
I've had it with this.
They treat him like
Oh
he's
yeah,
the
take
second
that, bitch.
coming. Like the waters are
Welcome
going
to
to part.
Toontown.
And there's going to be a shining city on the hill. We used to be a shining city on the hill. You used to have a damn statue out in the bay that said that shit, too. Give us your 400 masses yearning to be free, that kind of shit. We used to be that kind of country. We're not that anymore. And I don't know where it was, and I shouldn't even bring it up, but I saw the video in the news where agents were at a government building, I want to say at an immigration office where people had appointments. Okay, they're following the law. They're doing exactly right.
And
These guys showing up in mass and won't say who they're working for or nothing. And they end up arresting the office staff lady who didn't want to let them in to arrest people that were abiding by the law. I mean, this shit, what got me about this is we're seeing this more and more. Is officers, supposedly officers, they have a police badge. I mean, not a badge, they just have a vest that says police on it with a mask on and trying to hide their identity, and they just come swoop people off the street. We're supposed to believe that they're law enforcement. I'm not too fucking sure. They're just not maggots. Because they're getting mighty damn bold. They didn't show their badge. No, they didn't show their badge. They didn't give their name. They got police written right on there. They got guns on their hip. That's all you need to know.
They're banned.
And a mascot.
Kidnapping people.
You know?
Yeah,
that's exactly what it is.
Kidnapping.
Put them in the system before they have an opportunity to make a move, and that's how come we've ended up with several people that were mistakenly taken.
And then you whisk them away before a judge can make a move on.
And it doesn't matter whether or not these people are criminals, because remember, that's what the bullshit is. He's getting all the murderers, thieves, and all the bad people out. No, he's not. He's grabbing them any way he can.
I'm sorry.
It's the same way with fraud, waste, and abuse. He's doing the same shit there. Calling everything he's doing, oh, it's all fraud, waste, and abuse. No, no, not the way you're doing it, baby. The fraud and abuse is right there, and he's the one doing it.